Hello, welcome to my another session. In this session, I am discussing about the meaning of pregnancy, and there are different terms which are related with the process of pregnancy. So let's see here. What is the meaning of pregnancy? The pregnancy, this is the time period in between implantation to childbirth. The time period in between conception to childbirth. This period is known as the pregnancy. But scientifically, the pregnancy means this is the time period in between fertilization to childbirth. This is known as the pregnancy. The pregnancy, this is the carrying stage of the mother. This is the carrying stage, which is known as the pregnancy. During this period, the mother carries the baby. That's why it is known as the carrying period or the carrying stage of the mother. And this is also known as the gestation. The pregnancy also known as gestation, and the period is known as the gestational period. The pregnancy or the carrying stage is known as the gestational period. In case of human, the gestational period about 270 to 290 days. In case of human, the gestational period about 9 months. About 9 months means 270 to 290 days. The childbirth, there is the another single term, the childbirth or the delivery of baby, the single term which refers the childbirth, which is known as the parturition. Parturition means delivery of baby or childbirth. The life of baby, which is divided into two parts. So before birth and the after birth. Before birth, the life of baby is known as the prenatal. So prenatal means which indicates the gestational period. The gestational period or the life at the time of gestation. After birth, the life of the baby is known as the postnatal. Postnatal, which indicates that the life after birth. The life after birth, this is known as the postnatal. So there is two terms. One is the prenatal, another is the postnatal. Prenatal means before birth and postnatal means after birth. Now come to the, suppose that this is the 9 month. This is the first 2 month gestational period, first 2 months of the pregnancy, and this is the rest 7 months of pregnancy, and this is the after birth. Here we see there is the two terms. One is the embryo, another is the fetus, and another is the baby. So one embryo, one developing fetus, sometimes it is called as embryo, sometimes it is called as fetus, sometimes it is called as baby. So what is the meaning of, what is the difference of the embryo, fetus and the baby? So at the time of gestational period, at the time of pregnancy, the first 2 months, developing embryo, which is known as the embryo. So the first 2 months developing embryo, which is known as the embryo, and the first 2 months of pregnancy, this is the embryonic period. After 2 months, so beginning of 3rd month to up to the delivery of the baby, this period, the developing embryo, now it is named as the fetus. Now it is named as fetus. So at the beginning, from first month to end of the 2nd month, which is known as the embryo, and beginning of 3rd month to end of the 9th month or the delivery of the baby up to till the delivery of baby, the developing embryo, now it is named as the fetus. So first 2 months it is called as embryo. After 2 months to till birth, it is known as the fetus. After birth, the embryo or the fetus, now it is known as the baby, newborn baby. Now here, this is the first trimester, this is the second trimester, and this is the third trimester. The whole whole 9 months of pregnancy period, here I divided into 3 trimester: first trimester, second trimester, and the third trimester. Trimester means the 3 month, the collection of 3 months. The 3 month which indicates the trimester. The 3 month means trimester. There is again the third trimester. So the first trimester means first 3 months. The next 3 months is known as the second trimester, and next 3 months, the last 3 months of pregnancy, which is known as the third trimester. First trimester, most of the organs are developed during the first trimester of pregnancy, and growth of fetus, the growth of fetus actually completed in the second trimester of pregnancy, and the last trimester, during the last trimester of pregnancy, fully developed embryo is formed, or the baby or the fetus is formed and ready to delivery. So what actually event taking place during each month? The first month of pregnancy, the development of heart is started, and by the end of the pregnancy, end of the first month of pregnancy, the full development heart is completed, and the heart sound you can listen by the stethoscope by the end of the first month of pregnancy. And at the second month of pregnancy, at the end of second month of pregnancy, limbs and digits are formed. The completely formed limbs and digits are completely formed in embryo. And at the end of the third month of pregnancy, most of the organ systems are developed, especially the external genital organs also developed. So most of the internal organs developed the first trimester. That's why the first 3 months of pregnancy is very important. So you have to take more care for the pregnant woman or the mother. And the second trimester, the growth of fetus taking place. Most of the organs actually developed during the first trimester, and in second trimester there is no specific growth in the 4th month of pregnancy, and the 5th month of pregnancy there is the movements of fetus. The mother can feel the movement of fetus after the end of 4th month of pregnancy. So the movement of fetus, it begins during the 5th month of pregnancy. And the body hair is formed during the 6th month of pregnancy. Body hair is formed on the head and throughout body. Throughout body, the body hairs and the hairs also develop on head. Eyelids are separated. At the beginning, the eyelids are closed, but at the end of 6th month, the eyelids are separated. And the eyelashes, the eyelashes are formed by the end of the 6th month of pregnancy. So the most of the organs developed, the internal organs are developed first trimester of pregnancy, and during the second trimester of pregnancy, the growth of the baby actually taking place. And during the 7th and 8th month of pregnancy, the 7th and 8th month of pregnancy, the circulatory system, the blood vessels, capillaries, the circulatory system and the respiratory system is developed or is completed. So at the end of 8th month, the circulatory system and the respiratory system completely developed. And at the last month of pregnancy, that is the 9th month, so during the 9th month of pregnancy, the fetus weights become double. So already at the end of 7th or at the end of 8th month, the whole baby, the whole fetus is completely developed. But during 9th month, beginning of the 9th month, the fetus, the weights of the fetus, it becomes doubled. So the last trimester, the fully developed and ready to delivery. So fully development of fetus is taking place during the third trimester of the pregnancy. And here this is the different animals and their different gestational period. The elephant, the gestational period which is 6 to 20 days. In a rhinoceros, the gestational period 560 days. In case of dog, the gestational period about 50 to 60 days. And in case of rat, the gestational period about 20 days. So the gestational period, it varies from animal to animal, but in case of human, the gestational period which is 270 to 290 days.